houseplant friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing some houseplant care. Before we get into this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let's take care of our beautiful plants together. Our main mission today is watering, and then also we're going to be trimming a couple plants that have some dead spots. So I thought that it'd be fun to do that together, considering I have like a lot to water. It's not always how it works that I have a bunch to water at the same time. Normally things have their own watering patterns, and so I'll water things accordingly to like when they need it. But we're lucky today. Everything kind of lined up so we can do everything all at once together. I'm excited to show you some of the growth updates on these plants as well, because it's spring and they're actually they're growing, which is pretty exciting. It's also a really wonderful day. Today is Sunday, and if you celebrate Easter, it is an Easter day. Chris and I went and had lunch with our family who does celebrate Easter. We had some really good ham, I'm not gonna lie, it was really tasty. Well, let's go ahead and get to work. I'm gonna take a second and fill up my pump, and then we'll get to work watering everything. Hello, we're back and we're gonna get to watering. We're gonna start with the cabinets first because those take the longest, and we're gonna start with this one first behind me. If you're newer to my channel, you won't recognize this, but this is my IKEA Runsta greenhouse cabinet. I have videos on how I've made this, which I'll link in the description if you want to take a look at it. But it is incredibly luscious, is very, very beautiful. We actually have a lot of growth happening right now. My Burley Marks Fantasy is coming in with a new leaf right here. And my green Chloristicta prop that I started is also giving a baby. Vitarifolium is giving baby. This is a new leaf. Our White Wizard is just as beautiful as always. My Micans is super pink. My Hoya Walliniana variegata is gorgeous. The Ilsamanii baby is small but very adorable. And my Adansonii came back in. So these were both ones that I cut down to nothing. So they literally had no leaves, and this is them growing back in, and this is super beautiful. Terrasanthes that's been climbing is still popping off. I should actually probably propagate him soon, but he's getting so big. And the Campo is still climbing as well. Hoya Mauna Loa is doing pretty good. My little Sarawak, my baby Shakes are doing good. Baby Chloristicta green form. So cute. Anthurium longissimi lobum is coming in with a new leaf. So is my Glorious. Wow, it's like bluish. Tons and tons of new growth. Oh, here's something fun. So I have Micans aurea, and this one is still hardening, but it is making its new leaf happen. It's very pretty. Here are the other leaves. They're very beautiful. And also new red Anderson leaf. Very beautiful. I love the white on the plant, it's so nice. I do want to plant this at some point, but I feel like it should be in the other setup, and I'm still making sure that that one doesn't have thrips anymore. Rhiphidophora is doing good though, finally. And Gogoensis is doing good. This little shake we have here, doing good. Parops. Let's check on our Frydek friend. Oh, he's still coming in. You can see the little tuber peeking out right there. Looks variegated as fuck. I should probably pot that up soon. A little prop tray. Everything looks really good. I'm really happy with how everything is going, except for this one plant. He's unhappy and I can't fix it. Nepenthes though is like getting big. I have this carnivorous plant back here. Everything else is in focus. Yeah, this guy. He's getting pretty big. This is cool. I actually propagated my Hoya Waymani Borneo. No, is that what this is? No, that's this. This is Wilbur Graves, and it's actually giving a new leaf. Right here, this guy's new leaf. Oh, and right here. Yeah, so we are getting new growth, which is very pog. Elephantipes is doing good back here. He's very fuzzy. Fuzzy friend. love. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's going on in here. Let's go ahead and give it a big old drink. This is something I've been growing now for I think over a year. Yeah, I think we're coming up on a year here soon, if not already. Oh, and my lance leaf syngonium is also popping off. Now let's drench it. I'm gonna be going to Arizona soon, so it'll be fun to maybe come home with some new isopods or something. I want to clean up this area though, right here. It just looks kind of plain. And I feel like we could make it look a lot nicer. It's just nice watching the plants like spread out. All right, that is that cabinet. And we're gonna go ahead and take care of the other one now. So here's the other cabinet. This is the IKEA Millsbo greenhouse cabinet that I made. And I made this one roughly 2 months after I made the Rudd stuff. This cabinet is much larger. It took me a lot more time to build, but I had Devin help me do this one, so it wasn't too crazy. It looks pretty empty right now because I had a massive thrip outbreak and I pulled out a lot of the plants that were super severely affected, or I cut them back to be like nothing. So down here is where it was the worst, which is why down low is so bare. But yeah, I want to give you a growth update because things in here are getting cute. We have new mame leaves. Like, oh my fucking god. Oh, I love new leaves. That's so cute. And I think this is a Melanochrysum node. I literally just took a bunch of node props like a month and a half ago, and I just stuck them around because then they'll grow into a bunch of really pretty babies, which will be fun. And then we'll have a bunch of really beautiful plants just coming out of nowhere. These varicosums are nice. This Peru leaf is so beautiful. This is like one of the most slow growing plants though I think I have. This is definitely not for you if you don't like slow growing plants, but they're so beautiful. Everything is kind of growing to the window right now because I've been keeping this light off to let it have more natural light since it's getting pretty bright out lately, which is why you can see everything is like curving towards the window. This is a baby mame, whatever the hell. But yeah, the syngonium is going off. We got a whole lot of it. I'm getting a shipment here soon from Botanica's, and I am super excited. I just want to make sure. This is the most empty cabinet I have, so I'll likely be putting things in here, and I just really want to make sure there's no thrips in here before I do that. This is another Melanochrysum. This is actually the base to this one, or Splendid, sorry. This is a Splendid. So this is a Splendid, this is a Splendid, this is a Splendid. This Fitchii is popping off. This is a brand new leaf right here. This is one that's hardening right now. This Hoya walleniana is becoming unvariegated, but it is growing, which is pretty cool. The isopods are doing great, by the way. After all of the Captain Jacks, they are still thriving. They're all over the place. This fern is popping off too. I have no idea what the hell fern this is, but it's so beautiful. The Syngonium panda is doing super well. Everything is doing really well. I have just kind of let everything chill since everything went down. Oh, we have a baby varicosum coming in right there. That guy. The vanilla planifolia is doing good. I was really worried that this stuff would die because I just so loosely cut it, but it's doing pretty good. My Serpens is doing pretty good too. It's actually giving us a new leaf right now. And this is a sport variegated monster I have that isn't growing because I don't fertilize right now. That's pretty much everything. Let's go ahead and give this guy a big water. The isopods are gonna love it. For things like this, you really want to start at the top and work your way down. So that way you're working with gravity and the plants down low are getting watered as well as you're watering the top ones. Watering this takes a ton of water. It would be really cool to get like a auto watering system set up. This thing was so beautiful before all of the thrips. Like, it was ridiculously beautiful. Now it's just like empty. The plants that are in here are nice, but it's gonna be months before this thing gets back up to its former glory. So before we jump in to watering all of the common plants, I'm actually gonna go through and prune a couple of leaves and stuff because we have a lot of dead leaves on some of these, and I think that they just need to be like updated. So here are my cute little pruners that I got from Temu. And we're gonna go ahead and actually start with this plant. You can see there's a whole lot going on. All of these yellow leaves I'm just gonna remove. They usually just come right out. And these are only yellow due to underwatering, because I honestly should have watered this a while ago. I've just been looking at it. It's good to check your dead leaves to see if there's any pests on it, but I already checked these ones and I know that there's not. And all of these curly leaves basically just mean that this plant is thirsty. I do get some DMs sometimes from you guys and you're like, my plant lost a leaf. Why is it dying? And just like real life, sometimes your plants will just like lose leaves, you know? Like sometimes death is a part of life, right? Natural cycle. So these older leaves can just be lost for no reason sometimes. But in this case, these ones are not lost for no reason. They're a result of underwatering. Injured leaves attract pests, which we don't want, so I just remove them. There's definitely an argument to be made for letting the plant absorb all of the energy out of the dead leaves. Like for example, this leaf is yellow because the plant sucked all of the energy out of it and so it died. So the plants can do that and stuff, but I would just rather not risk having pests. And we're gonna do this one right here. There's a whole lot of dead spots on this one. So we're gonna go through and cut off and collect all of the dead leaves. This one I also kind of fucked up with underwatering, but it's actively growing in. It is doing good, and we just want to make sure that we... Oh, you're gonna stay right there? Can you guys see her? Hi. Cat. Kitty. Yeah, she's chilling, I guess. She doesn't usually like sitting with me while I do stuff like this. We're just gonna remove these like dead vines, stuff like that. But yeah, this thing is popping off like crazy right now. It's like the plants know it's spring or something. And any vine that has a dead end on the end of it, I'm gonna cut to incite more growth. I cut right below the dead part. This bit here is dead. Just be really careful that you don't cut off anything growing, like this one's growing in. This is such a beautiful plant. Wow, everything is growing. We are gonna cut right below this one too. Yeah, and this just encourages new growth. I think this one's growing. I can't tell though. We're gonna leave it. This one was growing and stopped. Yeah. Cool. All right, that's it for this one. Okay, and we're gonna do this one next. Dude, this hook idea was so smart. Just being able to like unhook them and bring them down. This is my philodendron Brazil, and it really needs to be watered. And pick out everything dead and dying. And then I'm gonna re-vacuum this spot. I have had a hard time lately coming up with ideas to film or things to do because I kind of feel like because I haven't been here in a while and because I'm like mentally doing better that I should like have my shit sorted out, and therefore if like my plants are a mess or if something is a mess, instead of just like embracing it like I used to because it was like part of my brand, now it feels like I'm not allowed to have mistakes, which no one has made me feel that way. It's just how I feel. And I think it's just insecurity with like coming back. Wow, when that gets watered, it's gonna be so beautiful. Yeah, that's everything I wanted to prune. So I wanna pick up this leaf mess and we'll go ahead and finish watering the rest of the plants. All right, I've got on the wide angle lens because we're gonna be doing a bunch of watering and I want you to be able to see all of it and not just like teeny tiny little portions. So the living room looks nice, by the way. Take a peek. I love this back section over here. So nice. We are gonna take care of these plants first. And I'm gonna be using my big watering can, which is this one. All right, let's do this peace lily. I have this peace lily on the couch here and she's starting to droop. I do only have one of these now. I actually decided to get rid of my other one because It wasn't making me happy. It was just really small. And I decided that I would be happier without it. I get the Monstera back. This fiddly fig right here is super thirsty. So I'm gonna dump the rest of this one into there. Okay, we're gonna switch gears really fast. And we're gonna get this ficus, this guy. This bop is in the way. This one was on a growth spurt and then it recently has been having a hard time. Okay, and the very last thing we are gonna do is fill up my humidifier, which is this guy. Put that in the plant in case it drips. And we're gonna go fill this whole thing up. Alright, so put that there. And then put this all back in. Thank you guys so much for doing all of my plant chores with me today. I had a lot of fun, kind of like going through everything. I wore my cute cottagecore apron outfit. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Join my YouTube channel memberships if you want to help support me, and also check out the link tree down in the description for a bunch of other ways you can support me that also benefit you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that your plants had a good time being taken care of by you and me, because I know that mine did. Okay, bye.